Hi everyone, welcome to Gracie's Garden. I'm in Florida Zone 9B. And so we are looking at the tree that came down during Hurricane Milton in 2024. I've been on a list to get the tree cut and they are coming this week. So it's just been an overwhelming amount of trees in my area and they're finally in my neighborhood. I live in a small town. So they are coming to cut down the tree. So here, all three trunks, the one laying and then the two up, are coming out this week. This tree they didn't deem necessary, so it's not coming out, which is fine. I think I can get at that myself with a pole saw and a little saw thing I have. So the tree is going away. I'm going to miss it. It's the only tree I can see from the front of the house. I can see in the backyard. Let me show you the other tree that is coming out. So the other tree is this one here that's hanging over the porch. It is dead, not due to hurricane, but due to some kind of beetle that's eating away at all those trees in my neighborhood. So that one is coming out as well. And then here is more of the tree that's laying down. And they're going to clean up all this area here of all the debris. So that will be nice. Right now I'm in the process of just moving some things like the garden art there, and then I have this plant here and then a fern on the other side I am going to dig out today and move, and then just a little bit of plants and other garden art type stuff. Just moving all that stuff, the chairs and everything, just moving all that back so when they drop the tree they can just clear it up and go. Let me show you what they did in the front yard. Here's just one more look at the tree from this way. So I don't want to show too much of it, but this is my neighbor's yard. They took out two massive trees that shaded my yard. So with them taking out the trees from there, it made my entire shade garden a sun garden now. So I am in the process of relocating things. All of the shepherd's hooks I had in the front yard had to be moved. They're in here now, but it's still too much sun. So we have to figure out something with those. So there's the shepherd's hooks that were in another one and another one that were in the front yard. But all those have to move now. It is very, very bright out here now. This is a project I'll explain later. It's going to the backyard. But everything is very different now, very bright. And the entire house inside, don't need the lights on anymore. The sun is shining through. The only good thing is that the bougainvillea didn't get enough shade, so it didn't bloom. This is the bougainvillea here. So this year it should bloom and get plenty of sun. These are the flowers from it. It always gets a little bit of flowers, but not a lot. So I think that will help it. So like here's the monstera. In the Florida sun, I'm not sure how well it's going to go. And then here, some kind of viney plant. I think that's going to have to come out. I'm not sure how that's going to do. I think the leaves will get burned. If need be, I will put a beach umbrella over it to get it until I get it settled of where it's going to go. But everything else, I'm not sure how it's going to do, like the elephant ears. It's just going to be one of those things where I have to kind of wait and see how they do. Well, we'll see. Okay, here is the after. As you can see, the tree stump is gone. They took out the whole branch, a lot of other little trees there, and then the tree that was hanging over the porch, gone. It's a very different look. I'm slightly upset, but I'm okay. I miss the trees already. I just feel like there's a lot of open spaces now. The sun's coming in differently to my bedroom and to the back of the house, and with the neighbors' trees gone and these trees gone, it's a lot brighter. So yeah, and back once upon a time there was some rose bushes there, but they had been underneath the tree for so long they didn't really make it. They were able to save the mini tulip tree, though they did break one branch off of it, so there's only one branch left. There was two branches before, so that's still there and it's still blooming. But everything else is very, very different. And there's the tree stump. So they are going to do a stump grinding, but it's going to be, I think, a couple of days, they said, before they get out here to do that part of it. So, and the birds are, I don't think there was any bird's nest in those trees because I did come out and look. Only the front tree has bird's nest in it, but the birds are a little going crazy and just kind of hopping around. Though I'm sure they stirred up a lot of bugs, so that's probably what they're after. The only good thing, I guess, that came out of this is that there's all these little pieces of wood like this. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I've been collecting them and kind of saving them. If you have any ideas, let me know. Like I said, they're only about 4 inches wide, little divots. I've got about 6 of them. So I just think they're interesting, so I've kind of been keeping them and picking them up. And then here's the other tree stump closer to the house. And like I said, they are going to take these stumps and just kind of grind them down. So here is the tulip tree. It is leaning on that side because the way the tree fell on it. So I'm just going to try to stake it upright and, whoops, I just popped one of the buds off of there, and see what I can do. So here's a bloom getting ready to come out. But I'm just going to try to stake it up and see what happens. Just another look at it from here. I did get all the plant pots and everything cleaned up and all gathered onto the other side of the yard. They did run over a few of the plants with the some kind of grabber that they have, but I think they'll be okay. These are the types of plants that will bounce back. That's a Joseph's coat there, and then some kind of wild gingers. But like I said, I think they'll be okay. And there is the pile of what remains of the tree. Alright, so we'll do something happier now, and we'll go through my seed haul. So I ordered through from Burpee, and let's see. Got a little thank you for your order, and let's see, we got paper moon, cornflowers, and geraniums, and flowering carrots, and burgundy beauties. Got those. And the next was from Park Seeds. Little seed starting handbook. That's just the invoice. And then, just saying about pelleted seeds. So I ordered eucalyptus. This is the one I'm most excited for. Silver dollar plant. So I would really like to have some of that in the yard. Zinnias and petunias, dark purple. And green, echinacea. And dill. I'm having a hard time finding dill this year, which is weird. But so the eucalyptus, I think, is what we're going to go ahead and plant up today. I am excited about this. Okay, so we're going to plant up the eucalyptus tree seeds. It said to soak the seeds for 24 hours. It's been like 19, 20 hours, so I think we're okay to plant them. And then it says to take the seeds and plant them the carved side up. So they're such tiny seeds, you can't really see which way is supposed to be the carved way up. So I think it's just, I'm going to do the best I can with it, because each side just really looks like a tiny black dot, and to plant about 1 inch deep. So I'm just going to plant them 1 inch down, and I'm going to put 2 seeds in each area. In retrospect, I probably should not have soaked all of the seeds, but I didn't really think about it last night when I was putting them in the water. I think this is the one I put the seeds in first. And this soil is already wet, so I am just going to go ahead and not water it. We were supposed to get tons of rain today, so I'm just going to leave it unwatered. What I thought was interesting is some of the seeds floated and some of them kind of sunk to the bottom. So I don't know if that means that some of the seeds are fresher than others, or if they're more viable than others. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. If just a few of these come up, I'd be happy. I would like to have 2 trees in either corner of the backyard. Alright, I think that's where every little cell got a seed, so I'm just gonna dump the water on here in case there's any seeds left over. Oops. Alright, and we'll wait and see. And it said about 2 to 3 weeks the seeds should start coming up. So hopefully we'll have some seeds. And here's the tomato plant. We have our first tomato coming out. I think these were called atomic tomatoes. I planted over the winter. I wasn't sure if they'd come up, but the seeds were getting old, so I thought I'd take a chance. So 2 little tomatoes. And then in my Dollar Tree green stock, I have onions finally coming up. They're tiny little seedlings. These are green onions that you just, or scallions that you just, or no, the green onions. So you just cut the bottom off and put the roots in the ground. So I'm trying that on this side. But over here we have the actual onion seeds. There's a couple. There's a bigger one there. So I'm happy about that. Down here we have cat grass for the cats. Nothing else has come up yet. So that's doing well. And just give you a little update on the butterfly garden. So here is where I took the crepe myrtle branches we cut earlier in the season. I just put it as a border between mine and my neighbor's house, and then I planted tons of plants there. A lot of salvia and some dill and the snow square stem plant, and just everything is doing pretty good. And then over here I have some plants that came back from last year. It's like a yellow flower. I can't think of the name of it. And then this salvia from last year, and then a salvia here from last year. Those just wintered over fine. This is just a bucket full of, or a trash can full of pots. A local nursery is supposed to come get the plant pots. I gotta straighten them up for it. So, and then the star fruit tree still doing good, still producing fruit. And I am going to cut back a stem in here, a branch in here. It died, or it's kind of sparse looking, and I'm just going to take that out. I think it should be okay. And yeah, that is it going on in the garden. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.